Hi everyone. Today we are jumping right into a topic that can and will transform your photography business, and that is limiting beliefs. Now, whether you're just starting out or you have some time in the photography game, your mindset is something that has a huge impact on your success. And I'm here to help you break free from any thoughts or patterns that may be holding you back from reaching your goals. So let's start by acknowledging something really beautiful about photography. Photography is way more than taking photos. It's a form of expression. And expression comes from your emotions. You're expressing your emotions or yourself. Now, whether or not you consider yourself an emotional person, if you're a photographer, you're naturally tapping into that part of yourself. And that's a powerful thing. It means that you're connecting with the human experience in a very deep way, whether that's capturing love, joy, or vulnerability, whatever it is. So recognizing that is the first step to just understanding and then overcoming any beliefs that may be holding you back. So what are limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs are thoughts or stories that we've told ourselves over time that hold us back from achieving our goals or doing things that we want to do. The point of a limiting belief is to tell us subconsciously that we can't do something. They sound like, I'm not good enough, I'll never make money as a photographer, there's just too many photographers in the industry. These beliefs often come from past experiences, fear of failure, fear of success, and simply just comparison. And while they may feel true, they are just stories that we have told ourselves over and over and over again over time. The good news is that we can rewrite these stories and tell ourselves these new beliefs that will actually help us get towards the route that we want to go. Why do we even have these beliefs in the first place? It can come from societal pressure, but it's often just ourselves or experience that we've had where we've told ourselves the same thing over and over and over again, so it becomes our belief. For example, you may be scrolling through Instagram every day and you see other photographers killing it, and then you feel like you're not measuring up. Or maybe you had a client that didn't have a good experience or didn't like their photos, so now you're doubting your skills and yourself. Or maybe your parents told you that you can't make a living as a photographer, so you just believe that. These beliefs feel protective and like they are keeping you safe from failure, but in reality, they're just stopping you from reaching your full potential. So something that you always want to ask yourself when that belief pops into your head is this belief serving me or getting me closer to my goal? And if the answer is no, then that is a belief that is limiting you, and you will want to debunk it and rewrite it and have a new belief. I'm gonna go over some of the most common limiting beliefs for photographers, and I'm gonna show you my process and how I debunk my limiting beliefs using the why method. This process helps you reframe your beliefs so that you can dig to the root of it and reframe it. So here is how it works. The most common limiting belief that I hear is, I'm not good enough. And I have thought this. I would say every single one of my students have thought this. It's very common. You have probably thought this at least once in your photography journey. What you want to do is write down your limiting belief. We're going to write down, I'm not good enough, or I'm not talented enough, or I'm not a good enough photographer. However you hear the belief in your mind is how you're going to write it down. Then you're going to ask yourself, why do I believe this? And you may say something like, well, I was looking through Instagram and I saw Jane's photos and hers are just way better than mine. Okay, why are her photos better than mine? Well, she just has more experience and she's did more training. She did these photography workshops, so that's why she's better. Okay, so why haven't you had that experience? Well, I just haven't invested in any photography workshops and I'm still learning. So now that I've asked myself why at least 3 times, I can kind of see that I'm just feeling insecure about not having as much experience as Jane. She's made up, I don't know a Jane. And I also know that I need to do X, Y, and Z. In this case, it's sign up for a photography workshop to improve my skills and make my portfolio bigger and better. So now I want to write a new belief that is going to propel me towards my goals. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, I'm gonna say, everyone starts somewhere. I am exactly where I need to be right now. And the more that I practice and learn, the more my work is going to improve. Now, this is a belief that helps me get closer to my goals. You're not going to be able to just read it once in a while and reframe your mind. You're going to have to do it every single day until you've got it in your head the same way that you have I'm not good enough in my head. And one way that I find is really helpful to do that is to look for proof of my new belief. So if my new belief is that the more I practice and learn, the better my skills improve, look at my first photo shoot and look at where I'm at now. You can see that your skills have dramatically improved since your first shoot to now. That is your proof. So that you know that the more shoots that you do, the better your work is going to get. And you know that when you invest in those workshops or whatever training that you need to do, your work is going to become better. So I would look for at least 3 examples or proof to help you believe your new belief. Also important to add that when you have these limiting beliefs, once you say, I'm not good enough, it opens this web of all these other negative limiting beliefs. But once you start telling yourself this new, like, good belief, and you're looking for that proof, and you can see that it's clear and it's true and it's helping you get closer to your goals, then you're gonna have a web of more positive beliefs, and you're gonna start seeing the good in front of you, which makes it more believable. Okay, so our next limiting belief, which is just super common, is that I'll never make money doing this. Okay, so why do I believe this? Well, I've really struggled to book clients, and I just don't think that people are gonna pay for my work. Okay, why have I struggled to book clients, and why do I feel like people won't pay for my work? Well, I'm just not really good at marketing. I just don't know much about marketing. I don't really know who my ideal client is, who the type of client is that would want to book me. So why don't you know very much about marketing, and why don't you know very much about your ideal client? Well, I just haven't put a lot of time into learning about Instagram and social media, and I just haven't did the steps to figure out who my ideal client is. Now we've kind of gotten to the root of it. We're feeling insecure about basically the effort that we haven't put in yet. And we know the next steps. My new belief could be, the more I put into my business, the more I will get out. So by learning about marketing and my ideal client, I'm going to be able to express the value of my work. Now, this new belief serves me and is getting me closer to my goals. So now I need to look for 3 examples of proof to show that this new reframed belief is real. And a really easy way to do that is to look at the photographers who are making money. They are putting the time into their marketing. They know who their ideal client is. There's my proof. Once I do that, I'm gonna be able to make more sales. My ideal clients are gonna see me and wanna work with me. Another example of proof is, before I ever posted my photos online, I did not make $1 from photography. Once I started doing that, I started making money. I know that the more that I put into my marketing, the more I've got out of it. So there's your example, there's your proof. Now, the next very common limiting belief is that there are just too many photographers. The market is just too saturated. I'm never gonna make it with all of these successful photographers surrounding me. Why do I believe this? The market just feels so saturated, and I'm just seeing so many talented people, and it makes me feel really discouraged about myself. Why does that feel discouraging? Well, I just feel like potential clients are going to choose them over me. Okay, so why has any client ever chose you? Well, they connected with my work and my personality. Okay, so your new belief that is actually serving you is that the right clients are going to connect with your work and your personality, but you have to put it out there. And there's enough clients for everyone. Now I want you to start looking for 3 examples or proof to help you believe in this new belief. So that might be, well, this photographer who was at the very top at one point, they were at the very bottom and they connected with clients who believed in them, so I can do that too. Or you're gonna look at your photo shoots that you've already did and you're gonna appreciate the clients that you do have, which is gonna help you believe this true statement is that people do like your work, people do like your personality. The example is the clients you've already worked with. Now, rewriting your limiting beliefs and the reason behind your limiting beliefs is going to be different for a lot of people. So it's up to you to debunk them and ask why you feel this way and to rewrite them in a way that feels true to you and to look for that proof. I can't do that for you, only you can do that for you. And the final step to those limiting beliefs is taking action. That's how you're going to really create confidence in this new belief, is by taking action. So in the first belief, I'm not good enough, but then we rewrote it to say I'm still learning. Well, the next step is to sign up for a workshop, grow your portfolio and your skills. You know that you need to do that. So that's how you're gonna get to your goal. That's how you're gonna affirm that belief. The limiting belief about I'm never gonna make money doing this, you know that's not true. Your new belief is that the more that I put into my business, the more I'm gonna get out. So you know that you need to learn about marketing and your ideal client and learn how to create sales for yourself and reaffirm that you can make money. You just wanna keep practicing. The more you can act in alignment with your new beliefs, the more that they are going to become your reality. And you're going to look back and go, wow, I was crazy for thinking that I couldn't do this. Of course I can do this. So many people have did this. When you approach your photography business with a mindset in possibility and positivity, everything shifts. You stop holding yourself back and you'll start seeing everything as an opportunity to grow. Achieving your goals isn't about being perfect. It's just about making progress. You probably know what you need to do to get to that point. I really want to encourage you to every day celebrate your small wins. Say to yourself, I am proud of you for doing XYZ, whatever it is. I don't care if it was making an Instagram post, updating your website, whatever you needed to do, signing up for that new workshop. Tell yourself that you are proud of yourself and keep learning and stay connected to why you wanted to become a photographer in the first place. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video makes you really take a hard look at your belief system and reframe it into a new light that helps you take steps towards your goals. I would love to know what limiting belief you are letting go of today. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I would love to hear from you.